I should be like.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is your boy Jay, and I am back with another video for you guys today. And just like when it comes to with this video also, and again, much love to all you guys who are watching this, especially when it comes to, with this video too, when it comes to just, with the topic of it, it's just, I don't know how to describe it when it comes to just, how I'm feeling right now too, when it comes to, with just what happened recently. And for those who didn't know and don't follow when it comes to with current events and pop culture too, there's an artist, too, and just like a really awesome and legendary writer named Akira Toriyama, who recently had just passed, and just like, at the age of 68, due to just like, like some kind of like bleeding to the brain too. I'm not sure what it's called also, and I didn't know, but I just like right now, making this video, it was just like, I know the cause of it was just, when it comes to certain bleeding in the brain, which is totally unfortunate, and it just sucks that, just like when it comes to dealing with that, and also too when it comes to with Akira Toriyama's passing, is just so unexpected, because when I heard about it, in the last couple of days, I was just watching YouTube and I saw this video. It was just like, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. I thought it was just clickbait, but it was just a real deal. And I looked at social media, and when it comes to that, it was unfortunately, it was all true. So it was, I was really sad about it for a couple hours, even bawled my eyes out too. When it comes to that, it was just hard to deal with, even if for someone I really didn't know personally, but culturally, I knew all about this man also too, when it comes to what he created, when it comes to Dragon Ball and with Shonen Jump and other forms of creative works too, over the years, how he influenced a whole generation, and culture too, when it comes to, with, culturally, especially in pop culture, how he basically, influenced a lot of people to really get into anime and love anime too in their own people's childhoods too, including my own also too, because I can't count on how many times I've, read so many stuff when it comes to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z, and also too other shows that came out too, like Dragon Ball Super, that just really came out a few years ago too, and other forms of, when it comes to a Dragon Ball related, even the abridged series too. I know that's, when it comes to the abridged series, that's just, other people just really, giving credit to the original artwork, but it was just like a fun and creative kind of like spin-off to it. Excuse me. But and just really want to show you this too. And I know if you guys ever, when you're like a kid, and me growing up in the 90s, in the early 2000s, so you probably had like, when it comes to a Dragon Ball, just like Dragon Ball related stuff, like with this, Pojo's unofficial book, Dragon Ball Z. I had another version of it a long time ago. It was just like, I remember just really, reading this like it's like, like my own version of the Bible per se. Not to, put the Bible down, but I'm just saying that from my own perspective when it comes to, with this awesome booklet too. And this is like, again, I bought this, I believe it was like around 10 or 20 years ago. I lost my old one when I was a teenager in like the early 90s and late 90s and early 2000s per se. And it was just like I just really tried my hardest to just really, to really find another one. And of course, when I saw this at Barnes and Noble, I just couldn't help but just really get it. And just, even my mom helped me to get it too, God bless her soul, because like she's the one that really got into with me, when it comes to Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, GT, etc. And that, that really it's just influenced me to just to just be where I am today. And I'm not trying to put myself into this video. I'm just really sharing from my own experience. But I just really want to say thank you, Akira Toriyama, and rest in power also too, when it comes to unfortunate loss as well. It's just unfortunate that he's no longer with us, but the that a lot of people have, including myself, when it comes to with his creative works, when it comes to Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Super, over the years as well. It'll live on forever. It's just like when it comes to with Akira Toriyama, and it's just like how brilliant his mind is, but also how creative it is too. It's just like when it comes to with the storytelling, with the drawings, and people working with him too. It's just that when it comes to what he wanted to share for the world too. I know it wasn't the easiest thing to do because doing that kind of work is so not say energy draining. It could also be that, but also very demanding. Because you really gotta meet the deadlines and so much more too when it comes to being like a publisher and a writer and author and artist too. It could really be a lot. And other artists and creators and writers went through the same stuff. I know how Stan Lee has dealt with the same stuff too, working with other people like Alex Ross, when he was with Marvel Comics, and a lot of other people too when it comes to with the comic book industry. And when it comes to with anime also, it's just really how powerful anime is too, especially to a lot of people, especially in culture in Japan, which is like the real how to put it in words, like the real deal, but like when it comes to that, because that really came from Japan, when it comes to with anime, and how Akira Toriyama brought that to the West. It's kind of like, the story Journey to the West too. It's like when it comes to have that powerful inspiration when it comes to with anime, like not only with Dragon Ball, as you can see here with this book, but also other anime like Fist of the North Star, etc., etc. So it's kind of like with anime that has really deep roots in Japanese culture, which is really beautiful, and I really honor that too, respectfully, because I'm wearing a shirt when it comes to a training for Ultra Instinct. It's just like a way for, just like for me as an anime fan, and especially a fan of Akira Toriyama's work, it's just like to really just be my best self every day too, just like when it comes to working out and staying healthy, not just physically with my body, working out at the gym, planking and banging, like Rock says, planking and banging, just really getting it, but also like mentally too, when it comes to just really taking care of the mind, just really practicing mental health and emotional health too, when it comes to just like with relationship with myself and with other people, and especially in our environment too. And again, I really want to thank Akira Toriyama for really helping me get through a dark time too, when it comes to when I was a kid. I say when I was a teenager, in the late 90s and early 2000s, I was really going through a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to with my family, and especially when it comes to me being in special ed, and really trying to get my point across. As you guys probably see in this video, it was just really crazy how I couldn't put my thoughts into words and express it, but when it comes to like listening and watching and even just playing certain content and media from Akira Toriyama, when it comes to with his his books, his I say anime shows too, when it comes to a Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Super, it has really helped me a lot too. And I just really want to thank him from the bottom of my heart when it comes to for just really not only creating Dragon Ball, but also having that cultural impact all over the world too, not just for myself, and it's just like in general, it's just like he has not only inspired but also touched many people's childhoods over the years, especially the ones who grew up in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and especially now too. It's just like his legacy will live on forever in our hearts. No matter where you go, if you're going to like an anime convention or Comic-Con, you'll hear, if you hear something with anime, you think of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, matter of fact, like that. Not just with Dragon Ball, but also could be with Naruto, could be with Bagi, could be with Fist of the North Star, Sailor Moon, etc. But it's like when it comes to like, with Akira Toriyama's influence, it was just like he's on the Mount Rushmore of, like just like when it comes to with, like authors and writers, like similar to like Stan Lee, he's like on that Mount Rushmore, in my own opinion too. But I just really want to express that too, and especially when it comes to with this video. And this is not about me. I just want to take that out of the equation, but I just really want to give my tribute to Akira Toriyama, and especially to the Dragon Ball community too. For those who love Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Super, and etc. If you guys love the novels, the video games, the TV shows, the movies, this video is for you guys also too. And especially now, especially during these crazy ass times where a lot of stuff is going on, not just with inflation, but also with each other, just at each other's throats, tearing each other down, not just physically, but also with emotionally and mentally too. And, and a lot of other stuff too. It's just like, and the more important now more than ever is just to really, for us to just really, just to come together as a community, and not just like a anime community, but also a community in general too. If you love anime, if you love yoga, if you love self-care, if you love wellness, if you love astrology, if you love tantra, if you love sexuality, you name it too. This video is for you guys also. If you love anime, of course. It's just like, it's like during these crazy times, it's really important to just really, to really do things that really just really bring you joy, that really uplift your energy, that really just puts a smile on your face. And especially when it comes to certain media too. Like when we watch certain things, when we, listen to certain things, and when we, interact with certain things too. Like if we're playing a video game, it's just like, it's really important to really know what we want to, experience in our lives too, people that we want to have in our circles, and what we want to just really, how we can really just be our best selves every day when it comes to the things that we do, things that we just, when it comes to with everyday life, even if it's like the fun stuff, the important stuff, when it comes to taking care of our responsibilities, and just really doing that also too, just really, learning from our mistakes, just really enjoying life to the fullest, when it comes to just really, doing that, really just being honest with ourselves, and even with people that we really care about, and just really, just go for it with it too. Because, I hear this so many times too from other content creators and artists, like life is short, which is, true in some sense also, but also, life is so precious, because the time that we have on this earthly plane is really precious. Once that time is gone, it's gone for good. So like when it comes to the time that we have, it's really important for all of us to really just really, do things that really just, that just really bring us joy into our life, but also just really doing things that just really, that matters, and what's really important, how we can really just, not waste any time on stuff that's just really gonna bring us down, that makes us feel heavy and sad and angry, all kind of stuff too, which is, there's a lot of challenges out there too when it comes to with what we deal with and circumstances, especially all over the world too, when it comes to that, which is, totally out of my control, but how we can really just, respond to that from a healthy space too, and really just, doing our best to just really, be there for ourselves, especially, and be there for each other when it comes to with our family, with our friends, our intimate partners, and especially how we can really just take care of our environment too when it comes to with this beautiful, beautiful planet that we live on, called Earth, and like how, like Goku and the Z Warriors, usually they love, like with Goku, who loves fighting, he's like a fighter. He loves food. He loves to spend time with his friends, but also if you really just study his character, he really loves to protect the planet and people that he cares about too when it comes to that. So it's like, like how Goku really wants to protect the Earth, that's like something like a healthy goal we can really just strive in our own way too. So like, like in this shirt as you guys see in this video, it's training for Ultra Instinct. Just like, I'm really trying to, find that in my own way too, be in that flow state where I'm just, not reacting, but also responding from a healthy space, even if I'm not thinking anything too. So it's kind of like, how can I respond to this? Just really go with the flow of it too, just Ultra Instincts, just like, not just like with fighting, but also just like, how I can really take care of myself, how I can really take, help out the people that, I care about, and especially, in our environment too, in my environment also. But again, before I wrap this video up, I just really want to thank you, Akira Toriyama, for just, not only, creating this wonderful series that you brought to the world when it comes to not only with Dragon Ball, but also with Shonen Jump and other forms of, creative content as well, but also having that powerful impact in, in our culture today too, because you really, brought so much to the world, and, it's just unfortunate that you're not here to just, just doing what you do best. But I know that, somewhere out there you're just, doing what you do best, and especially, much love to his loved ones and his family too. I respect their privacy when it comes to, what's mentioned too in their social media posts too. So I'm not going to mention anything about their family. I'm going to respect their space and really honor their space too when it comes to giving them privacy. But to the Dragon Ball fans out there, the Shonen Jump fans out there, and the people who love anime in general too, when it comes to with Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Super, Shonen Jump, etc. I just really want to thank you guys for being who you are, especially to anyone who's just a content creator like myself, who's just really want to bring joy to their people's lives, whether it's just with laughter, with education, with, even just like a combination of both too, with entertainment as well. It's like with entertainment, education, and laughter, etc. Much love to you guys. This video is for you guys too, and especially for Akira Toriyama too. And again, thank you, Akira Toriyama Sensei, I say that, for just really having that powerful, impact in our culture, and just like, being who you are too when it comes to with, as a human being. So for those who are watching this video, and for those who are new to this channel also too, when it comes to self-care and wellness, if you guys have enjoyed this video, feel free to give this video a like, share this with your friends, and anyone who's not only into anime and current events and pop culture, but also for those who loves when it comes to self-care and wellness, self-care and wellness for the body, for our emotional state, for our mental state too, and especially for anyone who likes to have open discussions about not only with current events and pop culture, but like when it comes to self-care and wellness, relationships, sexuality, etc. And I'm looking forward to just hang out with you guys, getting to know you guys, for those who are new, for those who are coming back, etc., etc. And so when it comes to that, I'm about to wrap it up. I might just enjoy my day when it comes to, watching maybe some Dragon Ball content too. Maybe I just glance through this awesome book that I have with me for so long too. It's just really cool that I kept this for so long. I might even treasure it even more too. So I'm not sure if they make these anymore too when it comes to with this, with this book also, because I love to read. So I might just have to put this somewhere in a safe place where I can just really honor that too. And just yeah, much love to all the Dragon Ball fans, the anime fans out there who just love to, dive into that, in a healthy way too. And especially for those who are watching the video too, I thank you guys for watching this video. Much love to you guys as well. And you guys stay safe out there, stay healthy, take care of yourselves in a really healthy way too, and in your own way too, especially when it comes to, with this video. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on other channels. If I'm a guest, if I'm hosting a live stream or posting another video too, I will do that for this channel on a regular basis. But if you guys do want to just say, stay notified for what I'm doing for this channel specifically on a regular basis, just feel free to subscribe if you want to, and just really hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified for all the videos and live streams and community posts that I post on this channel on a regular basis. So much love to you guys. Take care of yourselves. You have a beautiful rest of your day wherever you are in the world too. If you're in the US, if you're in Brazil, if you're in Europe, in the Middle East, if you're in certain parts of Asia or Australia, or in other places too that are tropical or whatever you're, even if you're an alien too, if you're a Saiyan like myself, all jokes aside. But much love to you guys, and you guys take care of yourselves. So peace and much love. Namaste. Ooh.